Welcome guys to yet another POV walk around video of a Toyota Rav4. So in this episode we'll focus on this new generation Rav4 that has a lot of changes that have come with it. We can see a design change, and actually Toyota say that they have changed the design language of their vehicles right now. So I'm going to do a walk around, show you what the major design cues are, just trying to keep it simple. Maybe the exterior design, the interior design, and maybe the features that have been changed or improved in this new Rav4. So first of all, you can take a look at the exterior design. Very different from the previous generation, and I think this is the 5th generation of the Rav4. It's one of the most or the best selling crossover SUVs alongside the Mazda CX-5, and I'm surprised that the CX-5 actually overtook the Rav4, probably because the CX-5 has a very sleek design. You can see the CX-5 right over there. Starting off with the side, it's very clear and notable that it has a longer wheelbase than the previous Rav4. So that means more space, especially for the rear seat passengers and the trunk. You'll have extra space in this new Rav4. I love the boxy shape, the boxy design that it has on it. You can take a look at the wheel arches over there. It's very angular. Even in the rear tail lights, you can see that angular design. I can say it's a baby LC300, yeah. So I've moved really fast. You can take a look at the dual exhaust, making it look a little bit more sportier and sleek. One notable difference at the back of this vehicle is the tailgate, which now opens vertically as opposed to the horizontal design that was in the previous generations. So you can see how it goes all the way up, and it's a powered tailgate. Gone is the old way of... Actually, the previous one is not called a tailgate, it's called a rear door, because you open it like you hold the grab and pull it this way. So this one is actually the electronic controlled tailgate. So far so good. We have seen that from the few aspects we have taken a look, we have seen a luxury aspect has been introduced in this new Rav4, because as times change, requirements of customers do change, and as opposed to the previous one, which was all about practicality of a crossover SUV, this one has some luxurious aspect given by the looks you can see. Let me jump to the front because I went way too fast, forgetting that I need to talk about the design at the front. So this front is very brand new, and this resembles the Toyota Corolla Cross. If you've seen it, sometimes you can actually confuse the two of them. They really do look alike, but I think the Cross derives its looks from this one, because the Cross is actually a model that has been introduced in Toyota. Looking at the front, we can see the grille design, very different like I said before, and we have the fog lights raised a little bit higher than the previous one. You can see the parking sensors over there, sleek headlights with that angular look, and then we have this panel here that just adds some aesthetics, nothing really about it. So we do expect plastic to become more common, because plastic, for one, is cheaper to produce, also cheaper to replace, and the second thing is about weight reduction, because having plastic bits on the vehicle will make it lighter, contributing highly to fuel economy and other things. We can see that the wheel is actually still the same. We have a 235/55 19-inch on this one. Some come with 18 inches, so that's basically an option that you choose according to your preference. If you do want to make it more rugged, you go for a smaller wheel and a bigger profile, but if you do want to get something that is sportier and looks better, of course, the lower the profile, the sexier the look. That way, I'll hop into the inside of this vehicle. The first thing you notice is the leather interior. You have the center armrest. I love the position of this armrest because it has been raised a little bit higher, so if you lay your hand over here, you'll be a bit more comfortable than the ones that are usually down below. A huge improvement is the sunroof. It has been a thing with Toyota that you only have your sunroof for the front passenger and the driver, but with this new Rav4, you have a sunroof that goes all the way to the back. So even the rear seat passengers are going to enjoy the lighting that comes from the roof. I did mention that this new RAV4 comes with a longer wheelbase, so you have extra room at the back over here. We have enough leg room and enough headroom for me as a medium height individual, so I believe even tall guys are going to be very much comfortable seated back here. There isn't really much of a visual change. Like when I look at it, it doesn't look any bigger than the previous one, but I believe it has slight improvements in terms of the capacity. Under here we have, let's take a look. I'm not sure if you have your spare wheel, but we're about to find out. This is very hard to get off. Oh, thank God, we have a spare wheel back here, reduced in size, however, and I think this is better because it has a smaller weight and it consumes less space. Drastic changes can be noticed over here. First of all, this big screen that was not there in the previous one, and then some changes in the layout of the AC controls. We also do have heated and cooled seats. Is it heated or cooled? I think it's only heated seats, they are not really cooled. Center pad to store your phone or maybe other accessories, and then a charging port over there as well. A new gear shifter, which is also similar to the one found in the Land Cruiser NC300. Some buttons here to control your driving modes from Eco, Normal and Sport, and I'll switch them so that I can show you how it behaves on the dashboard over there. A new thing that is also going on is the parking brake. In the previous one we have the lever that you pull with your hand, basically called the handbrake, but now we have an electronic parking brake. We have that short clip showing your RAV4, and then a digital cluster gauge, which is now different from the previous one. It's a blend between a digital one and the analog one, because you can see the fuel, temperature and the tachometer are analog, but for the speedometer it's digital and at the center over there. Yeah, so let's try Sport. It's red, Normal is white, Eco is green. A look at the digital driver's rearview mirror. The camera quality is not the best, but I can actually see the rear view using these cameras over there. So for the engine options, you do get a 2-liter and a 2.5 liter. The most common one is the 2-liter, and the current one that I'm reviewing right now is a 2-liter engine, which does about 170 horsepower and 200 Newton meters of torque. So that's definitely enough. Not a big upgrade from the previous engines, but this engine particularly is more efficient than the previous one. I think that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and like the video. I'll be dropping more videos like this.